Hey guys, welcome back to All Around Lego, and today we will be reviewing Lego set 60215. Let's get into it. To start this review off, we'll go over some particulars first. This set was released in 2019 and retired in 2021. It costed $60 at time of retail and had 509 pieces. As for the actual set itself, we'll go over minifigures first, left to right. Starting it off, you have this Lego Dalmatian. Nothing special here, just the one piece print Dalmatian. The tail, very similar to what it is, the 1x1 stud on top. And then the standard doggo face. And it can be placed on the span of 3 bricks. I really like how it always has these indents right here, which are really cool. Next up, we have a standard firefighter. Nothing much to talk here, just really nice how his pants have the silver metallic feel to it. Same thing with the belt buckle and the other stripe on his torso, along with his walkie-talkie and clip. It's also nice how it is carried over into the back and they throw up the fire logo there. I think that's really cool. You get your standard red fire hat helmet that curves down behind the character. I think these helmets always look really good and definitely capture the firefighter look. Next up is a girl firefighter. One sec. And this is the start of the use of the new piece with the cap and the hair flowing out the back. I think this piece is really good. It adds a lot to characters and it allows for the girls to actually wear hats and not be bald. So I definitely think that's good. The ponytail looks nice. You also get a standard scientist face. Nothing special there, just got glasses and stuff. Once again, same pants as him. And you get the torso, really nice. It's got a fire badge and a walkie-talkie and a belt and a thermometer, all silver lining, and then it's got another radio in the back. The belt looks really nice. And the collar down shirt with undershirt also looks really nice too. And then you also get a walkie-talkie with a screen on it, which shows a remote-controlled vehicle that I will discuss slightly later that she is controlling to put out the fire, and then, or scout it out, I guess. And next up, just a standard firefighter. We've seen these guys in the forest. Looks really nice. Once again, the silver stripe is printed throughout, which is really nice. The belt buckle looks nice, and the belt, obviously same fire logo in the back. One issue with this figure is his pockets actually do have the stripe go over it, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that, but I can tell you that it doesn't occur on this figure, so I'm going to go ahead and say that this is an accuracy, which I'm not necessarily for. However, it doesn't necessarily matter because he's always wearing this life vest over him. It kind of makes him look like he's chubby a bit, as it bulks out a bit, but it's really nice. It demonstrates that he is for the water, and then he's got the safety glasses for some reason. I'm not sure why. I feel like that's an interesting pick by the Lego designers, but pick nonetheless. And once again, we will see the Chief with the golden helmet. Always looks really nice. He's got the standard bearded face with the eyes. There we go. Now it's focusing. Looks really nice. He's got the silver badge, bronze badge, walkie-talkies. Almost all of his accessories are detailed, just black pants, which is kind of frustrating. I wish they would add something there. Same back as this figure, though, which is a little interesting, but the front is different. He's got the red tie, which always looks really nice. And then moving on from that, I'll go over the builds first. First off, you have this really nice street corner, I guess is a way to term it. You got some newspapers. You got the Lego news. Don't know why that's not focusing in, but it's really cool. It talks about a firefighter saving a kitten. You got a trash can, and then you also got this nice fence wall. I think this looks really, really good for some reason. It captures like the cracks in between each of the 2x4s, which is what these are supposed to be, really nicely. I think that looks really cool. The back does look a little kind of like good in my opinion. It is certainly lacking, but it's nice how it has like a curb type feel. Looks really nice. And then you got these two compatible fires that you can put on the newspaper and trash can. This one will move around a lot, which is kind of frustrating, but it has a play feature that I'll show you in a moment. Next up, you have the water scooter for this guy. Looks really nice, kind of an interesting feel. I don't know why it has an indent so much as here. I guess it's not a water scooter, it's a jet ski. I like how it does have like the two motors in the back like that. I think that looks good. And then instead of just like a steering wheel, it actually has a rotatable, I don't know what that'd be, but I guess it technically is still a steering wheel. And then you got a play feature stud shooter that has the connector on the back that you can shoot water at, which brings us to our next playability. Is if you take your fire, and hopefully I don't miss, you can actually hit your fire down as if you were putting out the fire. I definitely think that's a super cool play feature. Looks really nice for it. And then obviously the main reason, or main vehicle I guess, is the fire truck. As you can see, it has working wheels per usual. It's got some sticker decals on the front. You can tell this is Fire Truck 1. The model does feel a little smaller. It doesn't necessarily feel like a really hardcore fire truck. I'm not sure why they added this. I remember when we used to get fire trucks. This feels like more like a paramedic, but like a Jeep. So it's an interesting take. It kind of just looks like a standard car. Obviously, you can take your minifigure and put them on the inside. It can only fit one, and then you actually got some space in the back for once, which is an interesting thing that we're not so used to with Lego. No opening doors on this model. You also get the super cool axe pieces in the set. You get two of them, which are nice. And then if you open this up, you got like these markers that you can like put around so people don't go into the blazing fire, which is nice. And then in the back, you got like a water line that's connected up to another stud shooter that you can once again shoot the fire down. I don't know why it didn't come off, probably because it takes a lot of balance to do that, and I had to do it. Well, it is hard to roll up. There is no specific rolling up mechanism except for your fingers. However, I like how it connects up to the hose, essentially, the stud shooter hose. And then on this one, you just get to put an area for your extra water pieces. And then one of the coolest things about this set is the lights, which actually light up and make a noise. So, thank goodness I kept this piece. I was really frustrated if it wouldn't work. But it's nice. I do think it's actually really cool. However, once it runs out, I'm pretty sure that there's no way to replace your batteries. If it is, it's going to be really difficult. And it is already an expensive piece, but to replace it, I imagine it would be even more expensive. So kind of frustrating there. I think that's why they actually got rid of them. And then to bring you down to the front of the vehicle, just looks really nice. And this grill really adds a lot to it. I don't know why, it just makes it look better. Now for the main build, the actual fire station. Up here you have your drone that you can actually remote control. It's got a camera on the bottom that can move for your play feature. And as you can tell on the sticker here, if it will focus, it has the fire that is going on over there. I know you can't see it because it's off screen now. Looks really nice. You can actually hold it from here and like spin it. It is a bulkier drone, but I think it looks really solid. It's got the lights on it and then the propellers. And if you want to, you can make it like a different type of drone. I think it looks really nice, and it has a nice easy spot up here, like that. Now for this, it's actually a modular set, so I'm going to go ahead and actually take... I thought this part was connectable. Oh, shoot. It's I forgot that this piece right here actually connects it up, which is certainly something that I'm not happy about. It is extra structural integrity, but what's the point of hooking it up? You just get the simple docks here, water, nothing special, and it just hooks up to a 1x2 Technic connector, I guess that's the way to term it. You get a life buoy over here on a rail. Looks really nice. And then you also got some interesting looking stairs that your characters can walk up, minifigs, I guess. Don't know why it increases by 2 here and then 1 over here. It looks kind of funky. And then no matter what way you look at it, it's a 2-way stair up the last part. Good effort by the Lego designers. I don't think it was particularly done too well, but otherwise it would look kind of ugly here, so they did have to put something there. You got this really nice tower up. I like how it's red, white, and then glass, which is really nice. It follows the same thing. It has a kind of like when you draw your house when you're a kid, it has like, if you were to cut it in half, it has that kind of shape to it. And it's got the upper tower, but I'll show you the bottom tower first. In the first room, you have a chair, a phone, and just a computer with a printed keyboard. Looks really nice. And then you got a clock over there. It's a really nice room. Door obviously opens because it's a door. Has a door handle on it, which I think is something nice that they did for this set. Next room, you have a break room where you have a custom sticker that is a TV that's a show about firefighters, I guess. For that, you also got alarms up here in case there's a fire and you're in the break room. You got some popcorn, and you also got a cup and then 2 seats. Really nice. And then up at the top, you have the captain's room with a swivel chair and then a radar of where the fire truck is. I think that's really cool. Also get a coffee mug. And then it has the windows extend outward, which is really nice on all angles. It gives that watchtower feel. And then on the top, you got some antennas. And then you also got this custom sign printed with the fire logo. And it has a tile on it, which I think not only makes it look better, but it also prevents dust from getting on that piece, which is really nice. Now for the garage, we'll go over the top first. As you can see, it's a helipad, makes the H, for this drone to land in. Its propellers have to be in the crevices on the side. This is really nice, pretty sturdy model overall. I should add that in there. And then this flows down into some tiled off, and then the hangar. I do like how they left 2 out of the 4 areas open, but still gave us this wall here, which I think is really nice. Don't know why these pieces had to be here. There is certainly no door on this side. I don't know why they did that, but it's interesting. And then they got the main tower pieces here, 4 of them, which I think really add a cornerstone ability to it. You also got some lights on the front. This one I do wish maybe, I don't know if it would have looked better turned, but maybe the designer should have done that, but then it probably would have messed up. So I'm going to take back what I just said. Off to the side, you got a open area and some windows. Interesting how they had these ones face inward and then these ones faced outward. These ones you can open up to let in some airflow on a hot day or whatever you want. I guess that's the reason of them. And then you can actually like fully see it, which I think is nice. And then you got 3 windows, bigger windows that are there. You also got a chainsaw and a axe on this fire pillar out here, I guess, in case you needed it for like quick emergency, in case you need to like switch something out. I'm not entirely sure why. And then you also got this door here with tiles here, really nice, always welcome, so that your fire engine, I guess fire truck, can go up really easily, which is nice. And you got the white bottom, which allows you to grab onto this piece, pull it up, where it has all these things, and then it'll stay up there at the top, as you can see, out of the way. It allows an open look, so you can push your fire truck in. You could technically do this from the back too, but it's not smooth, which bugs you. And then that way you can actually have it come out for the adventure, or the mission, I guess, not adventure. So really nice. And then it comes down again. You can actually hold it in a position, like if you want this thing like still opening as the truck is leaving, that is something you could certainly do. Or just like on another hot day to help air it out, just have it held halfway. I think that's really cool to be held anyway. I also like how at the top, when it folds up, it kind of gives you that actual garage door feel. I do wish there was just one more here so that dust couldn't get in, and it would also make it look a little bit better in my opinion. But it's really nice. It's really fun play feature. I think this is really good. for them to add. So overall, it's a really good set. And then you also, in the back here, in case you wanted to like maybe switch something up, promote creativity, you could move your dock to back here if you really felt like, which does work. It probably looks a little bit better than having it jut out. What I don't like is how sometimes these pieces don't fully separate. So kind of frustrating with that, but it's overall a really solid model in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Be sure to have a great rest of your day. I'll have another video out soon, and I'll see you next time in All Around Lego.